With RoofMax, a powerful fusion of science and nature. Call Ben today at 859-6751.
I have sleep apnea, and I used to struggle with CPAP. Until recently, I hadn't had a good night's sleep since 2005. Do you remember 2005? We used cell phones like actual phones, and everyone wanted life hacks. Here's a life hack for anyone who struggles with CPAP. Get Inspire. It's a sleep apnea treatment that works inside your body to give you comfortable, restful sleep. Learn more at inspiresleep.com.
Inspire is not for everyone. Talk to your doctor to see if it's right for you and review important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Do you know what people see when they Google you? Search engines don't always get it right. And when they're wrong, it's your reputation on the line. So what do you do when you don't agree with your search results? Call Reputation Defender at 800-401-6681. Reputation Defender is one of the most trusted names in online reputation repair. We have over a decade of experience in fixing people's search results, and we can help you too. Using cutting-edge approaches, Reputation Defender pushes unflattering information down to lower pages of your search results, where few people ever look. We also promote the good stuff so that it rises to the top, letting you put your best foot forward. Your good name is too valuable to leave to the whims of a Google algorithm. You owe it to yourself to take control with Reputation Defender. Visit www.reputationdefender.com or call 800-401-6681 for free advice on your situation. That's 800-401-6681.
The WSGW Morning Team Show.
WSW online poll about term limits and financial disclosure in Michigan. This November, Michigan voters will face the ballot question asking to adjust the 1992 term limit vote on lawmakers. At this time, lawmakers can serve a total of 14 years in Lansing. The new proposal would allow individuals to serve a total of 12 years overall, but there's an option of serving all that time in either the House or Senate, or still splitting the chambers. This new term limits legislation would also include a requirement for annual financial disclosures. Right now, Michigan is one of only 2 states that doesn't have any financial disclosure demands. Poll question then, if you had to vote today, how would you cast your ballot regarding new term limits and financial disclosure? Would you vote for the new term limits with the financial disclosure? Would you just vote against the new term limits and financial disclosure and leave it as it is now? Or you're not sure? How would you vote? Go to WSGW.com and tell us by voting. Check for the online poll box and make your vote that way.
The Morning Team Show, weekdays 5:30 till 9 on WSGW.
Yes. Yes, here I are. Good morning. Good morning. Well, midweek we are having the hump day blues. The Dow Jones Industrial Average is down 775 points, putting it at 31,887. Volume 319 million shares. NASDAQ is down by 376 at 11,610. The volume there is 315 million shares. Well, when we get a market acting like this, often people will want to redefine the risk that they're taking. And when they talk about risk, it's always risk of principal fluctuation or loss of principal. The one way to eliminate that type of risk is to invest only in guaranteed investments like CDs or U.S. government obligations, but that creates a whole new risk, loss of purchasing power, because if you lock it up with a guaranteed interest rate, right now those interest rates are not very high, and inflation is much higher than the interest rates you're going to get, so you're losing purchasing power. If you own a company or stock in a growing company, that can create more value, but at the creation of business risk. As you can see, there are many, many different risks out there. And you can, with a diversified portfolio, you can help mediate a lot of those risks. So you can't eliminate all of them. And every time you get rid of one, you're going to be picking up another one. So make sure you understand what risks you're protected from, by what. Got a diversified portfolio that has multiple risk characteristics in it. You can help mitigate that quite a bit. So just be realistic as you look at it and try to assess your risk. You call us right here at Baird and Company in Saginaw. The telephone number is 989-790-5724. The Midland location, 989-839-9035. Or on the web at rwbaird, BAIRD.com, and then look for your branch. Yep, talk to you Friday. Bye.
Where are you going, Steve?
Taking your car to Paintbull.
The body shop? What happened?
Relax. Paintbull's more than a body shop. They do detailing, rust proofing, even ceramic graphene coating applications.
Ceramic what?
No idea, but it sounds cool.
Whew, I thought you were going to Paintbull because you wrecked my car.
No, we just need a new bumper.
What?
Gotta go.
Get your vehicle looking great at Paintbull on Bay Road in Saginaw. We're more than a body shop. Visit paintbullrepair.com.
This is Jason from Applied Training Solutions in the Midland Mall. We are the Midwest's premier self-defense academy. From our state-of-the-art digital firearm range to open-hand self-defense classes, we are building a safer community one student at a time. We offer concealed pistol license classes that combine both live fire and digital range training. Online at simurange.com and Facebook at ATS Midland. Applied Training Solutions, forward-thinking, on-target training.
This is Dr. Eric Tedford, R&D Manager for Summit Agro USA, with some exciting information for sugar beet growers. Recent trial data from this area demonstrates the spray program with Regev hybrid fungicide delivers remarkable control of Cercospora leaf spot. Those same trials also indicate that Regev boosts sucrose content. This latest research confirms the advantage of Regev, the first hybrid fungicide. Regev unites the power of botanical and conventional chemistries. This innovative combination provides sugar beet growers with 8 powerful mechanisms of activity, plus Regev features double kickback curative disease control, and there are no supply issues. See the Regev data for yourself at our website, summitagro-usa.com.
Regev fungicide is sold exclusively by Helena Agri Enterprises and 10 Co's member companies. Always read and follow label directions. Regev fungicide may not be registered for sale or use in all states or counties. Check with your local extension service to ensure registration status.
And Doug. Chances are you're jamming in your car right now. And since Liberty Mutual customizes car insurance so you only pay for what you need, Limu and I are going to show you some safe car dance moves. Hit it. Everybody, check your blind spots real quick. Now hands on the wheel. Put them 10 in 2 and move your head like a bird do. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty. The 3-2 fastball got him on the outside edge. 3 called, third strikes all on fastball. Don't see that very often, do you? What an inning for Will Vest.
The Tigers play 12:50 today on 790 News Radio WSGW. Now, the only locally produced farm radio show with agricultural news, information, interviews, in-depth weather, and more. It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day is going well for you, wherever you might be. A little bit of rain out there. Some folks don't want it because, as we mentioned yesterday, we did have some spots in the state where we picked up well over 2 inches of rain just a matter of a few days ago. But it does appear as though we're going to have a system move through. We're not anticipating a lot of precipitation out of this, maybe up to about 4/10 or 5/10, but that's going to be it. And it does appear as though we're going to turn around a little bit as far as our temperatures go. We're only going to make it up to about 58 degrees. We're currently at 53 at the airport, 52 here at Radio Center. And right now in Midland, they're getting a little bit of light rain. It's 52. Downtown Bay City is looking at 53 degrees. Fortunately, we don't have a strong wind, but it's coming out of the east, so it is a little bit on the chilly side. 8 miles per hour. Barometer, as you would expect it, falling at 30.00. We're going to talk about the weather a little bit more in just a moment or two. But as you can tell in the background, once again, I'm joined by Budweiser and their promotion with John Deere to benefit agriculture. Along with me right now, I have, let me see here. Yes, there he is. Jamie, good morning. How are you this morning from Fabiano Brothers?
Doing great. Thanks, Terry.
You staying busy, are you?
It's been very busy the last couple of weeks with the weather warming up.
Yeah, it has been. As far as what's going on with Anheuser-Busch these days, they've been involved in a lot of things over the years when it comes to doing activities and that sort of thing. But this is kind of special. Before we get to the cause of what this is all about, let's talk a little bit more about Anheuser-Busch and some of the things that they've done over the past few years. They've donated a lot of money to different causes all across the country and also here in Michigan, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been involved in there historically with the National Parks Federation, Ducks Unlimited, the Budweiser Folds of Honor program, supporting military families that have a deceased military person. So yeah, they're involved in a lot of things. The water donation to when there's weather-related catastrophes and stuff. They donated water. We alone have donated. We don't donate it. We deliver it. We've delivered probably 8 or 10 local firefighter agencies over the last 2 or 3 years where we take them a pallet of water. So, and there's many, I could talk for hours on what they're involved in and how they support many organizations, but those are just a few.
And what they do is, in some of these cases, they do have these commemorative 30 cases or 6-packs, whatever it is.
We like to call it a 30 rack.
30 rack. There it is. Well, this time it's a little bit special, special in that they've partnered with another major world, global corporation.
Yeah, they've joined forces in relationship with Farm Rescue, which they've had over the years already. But John Deere and Farm Rescue and Anheuser-Busch have come up with basically a package that will support Farm Rescue, but it's thematic as they saw probably, as you'll show later. It's got John Deere on there, and so what AB is doing is up to for this promotion, they're donating up to $100,000 to Farm Rescue. They've already made donations over the years to Farm Rescue since 2020 alone. I was making some notes here. They've donated almost $1 million to the Farm Rescue, and then there's other donations that they've made, about $1 million since 2020, just to model farmers and agricultural universities over the years that they work with consistently on ingredients. I think there's about 700 U.S. farmers they work with on growing their ingredients for the beer, which obviously the ingredients are the most important part of making a quality beer.
Yeah, and they work hand in hand with a number of farmers all across the middle part of the country.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to that. Farm Rescue is nothing to sneeze at. I know personally where I have witnessed Farm Rescue come in and literally put a crop in the bin for a farm operation where the principal holder passed away, whether it be by accident or natural cause. And Farm Rescue stepped in and put the crop in the bin and helped to get everything in order so that the farm organization could make the decision of if they want to continue or they want to sell. But at that stage of the game, it was a matter of making sure that the resources and all the assets of that farm organization were protected so the family didn't lose. Because you lose a little bit, you lose it all. Correct. When it comes to agriculture. And what John Deere is doing is John Deere is matching the commitment of Anheuser-Busch by
up dollar per case, up to $100,000 for this program. Yep.
Now, as far as these cases are concerned, I know they're available. I've had a number of folks just in the last few days tell me, and of course you at Fabiano Brothers know full well how active this has been on the shelves.
Yeah, I would say maybe about a month ago, consumers and the general consumer started seeing and hearing about this promotion coming up. So yeah, we were getting multiple calls daily. When can we get our John Deere cans? And when is this promotion going to start? And we've been delivering this package this is the second week. And yeah, we've seen great excitement in the marketplace. Not just rural markets either. I mean, all over our current marketplace, consumers buying more, retailers asking how long you're going to have it. So we hope to have this package for another 2 to 3 weeks, depending on availability. But yeah, it's created a lot of excitement. And then obviously with the weather being as it has been, our sales have increased substantially on Busch Light 30 packs over the last week and a half.
Oh, that's understandable. Now, I think we're going to want to take it one step further down the road here. I'm wondering if you could just, if those folks that are viewing us on Facebook could just take a look and see what we've got. Yeah, that is a pretty impressive cooler. It's a little bit more expensive than what the normal average cooler would be. And from what I understand, I'm going to get one of those.
Terry, we have purchased one, and we'll be donating it to you and working together on seeing what we can do in the future, maybe generating some money for an organization that's related to farming or whatever we decide, and you direct us in, that's what we'll do. So I think you can have some fun with this cooler with some of your listeners.
Well, I think we're going to have a lot of fun because we're going to raise some money for a much needed organization, ag organization here in the state of Michigan. And I'm really looking forward to that. It is going to be a lot of fun, and we'll probably kick that off after the Memorial Day holiday. So for our listeners and our viewers on YouTube or Facebook or Twitch, they'll have the opportunity to get one of those. And
sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Sounds like some fun.
We're going to have a lot of fun. Jamie Farrell, thank you so much for being part of our program today. Really appreciate it. And thank you so much for your contribution to agriculture here in Michigan, as well as across the country.
Much appreciated. Thanks for having me, Terry.
You bet. Jamie Farrell with Fabiano Brothers here in the Great Lakes Bay region. When we return, we'll talk a little bit more about the weather, but we'll also talk about the markets. Cody Harris standing by. But before we do that, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
Say, do you want to unlock the secret to higher yields? If you're applying dry fertilizer, the key to better yield potential is Titan XC. Titan XC is a fertilizer biocatalyst that unlocks and releases the bound up nutrients in granular fertilizer, promoting better root uptake and plant growth. Drive performance this season and beyond. Release more nutrition. Expect better results with Titan XC. For more information, visit lpi.ag/unlock or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency. Risk management is what it's all about, and they can help you with that. The Sarr Agency, they're folks that work with them. They're available on their cell. You can get a hold of them for emergencies or some questions. Or better yet, why don't you just call the office, 989-686-4722. The Michael Sarr Crop Insurance Agency, licensed to serve all of Michigan with both conventional and organic crop insurance. Cody Harris joining me right now from Star of the West. Well, Cody, after all that good news, you got more, right?
I wish I did, Terry, but basically I'm taking everything back of what I said on Monday, it seems like, here today. We're definitely having what I would say a turnaround Wednesday here today with everything going on.
So what is going on?
Well, just looking at the markets right now, Terry, I'll run down through these real quick. Looking at wheat, we got cash wheat, that's down 51 here this morning, 11.87 on the white, 11.37 on the red. Looking over at new crop wheat, that's also down 51, 11.97 on the white, 11.47 on the red. Cash corn is down 18 at 7.18. New crop corn is down 20 at 686. And looking over at soybeans, cash soybeans are down 18 at 1620. And new crop soybeans are down 24 at 1436.
So just evening some positions. Is that what's going on?
Well, yeah, it seems like there's just a lot of pullback after that or that sudden surge this week, kind of in response to the Indians' government banning wheat exports. So it seems like everyone's kind of backing off of that and maybe taking a breather from earlier this week, kind of developments in the market, and trying to see where this is actually going to go and how this is really going to affect our crops going forward and also our export markets internationally. But it's definitely taking a breath from what happened on Monday, and it's all kind of regarding wheat. Wheat's kind of pulling everything down here today as we look across the board.
All righty. Cody, you have a great day. We'll talk to you again.
You as well, Terry. Thank you.
Thank you. A little bit more in depth. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer joining me. The Market Report brought to you by Schaefer and Beerline. This area's Ram certified ag dealer. They know trucks and vans, so you can buy with confidence from a dealer where family and service sells cars that's been around since 1852, Schaefer and Beerline. And by Thumb Bank, serving the needs of farmers for well over 125 years. 2 locations in Bay City, also Cassidy, Caseville, Pigeon, and Bad Axe. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Doug Klein, what have you got?
That's an evil laugh.
Yeah, that's I was afraid of.
Russia told the world that they are going to have a record wheat exporting year, even though we couldn't verify that if we had to. So that's kind of what set wheat off on the negative, and I think that kind of trailed around to everybody else. But I don't know. Google Russia has decided that they're going to declare bankruptcy. Their bank accounts have been seized, and basically their business is kaput. So that's pretty big. Whatever. J.P. Morgan said that they're not going to pay Jamie Dimon his $52.6 million bonus this year. Apparently he hasn't earned that. I don't know what it takes to earn $52.6 million, but he didn't do it. So he's out. He's probably going to have to be on the food stamps next year. And then Janet Yellen said that the stock market needs to be beat up today. So she did that. So we lost our gains from yesterday. There you have it in a nutshell. Crude oil's down a couple bucks. It's just all around fairly negative on the day. Here's your numbers. The July corn, 7.83 3/4, down 17 cents. December corn is 7.41 down 19 1/4. The September of 23 corn is 6.73, down 13. July soybeans, 16.58 down 19 1/2. November soybeans, 15.01, down 24 1/2. And November of 23 soybeans, 13.85 1/4, down 16 1/4. July wheat is 12.26 3/4, down 50 3/4. December wheat is 12.30 3/4, down 48 1/4. And July of 23 wheat, 11.40, down 19 3/4. Crude oil is 107.49, down 2 1/4. Heating oil is 356.95, down 12 1/4 cents. Gasoline is 378.11, down 16 cents. Natural gas is 8.33 1/4, down 6 cents. Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar gets you 128.39 at the border. That's up 30 ticks. The yen is at 128.25, down 114 ticks. The euro, 105.01, down 46 ticks. The dollar's at 103.49, up 12 ticks. Gold's at 18.21, up $2.10. Silver's at 21.58, down 16 cents. Platinum's at $927.10, down $16.30.
You have a great day, Doug.
Okay, thanks. You too.
Yep. Hang on to your IRA, all right?
Oh, no kidding.
I think she liquidated everything before she opened her mouth. I really do. Talk to you later.
Yeah.
All right. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Jerry Samolsky from Bay Landscaping joins me in a moment.
Make the most of your land with a compact tractor from Hudson. We're offering 0% for 84 months financing on all new John Deere compacts through August 2nd, 2022. Own the popular 1025R with a loader and mower deck for $248 a month, or step up to the 3025E with a loader for $274 a month. Find yours today, in-store or online, and see if you qualify. Come by Hudson, your local John Deere dealer, or visit us online at HudsonInc.com. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
We say good morning to Jerry Samolsky. Jerry, what should we be doing out there other than dodging raindrops?
Yeah, well, the raindrops are okay right now. I know we don't like it because we don't get work done, but on the other hand, the plantings kind of need it. So rain, it's a love-hate relationship, But, right now, Terry, with the rain, those summer weeds are coming on really strong. And so, really get out and get control of the weeds early. You'll be a lot better off. So people say, well, I put pre-emergent on, I still have weeds. Well, pre-emergent only is just that. It is a pre-emergent. It stops weed seeds from germinating, and it helps stop. It doesn't mean it's 100%. So when you have a little root in the ground that's left over from last year, a pre-emergent isn't going to stop that root from turning to a plant and taking off. So make sure that you get those weeds out early, and you'll gain so much ground all summer long in your garden beds instead of waiting for another couple of weeks and getting at your weeding. I know it's a favorite thing to do out in the garden, right, Terry? But it's probably going to pay more benefit now than later.
I got that feeling. Jerry, we'll talk to you tomorrow about the plant of the week, okay?
Absolutely. It's smelling good.
Oh, whoa, a clue. All right. Talk to you then. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. To follow up on some of those comments, plus talk a little bit about what's going on in the farm fields right now, I've got Travis Christian with Nutrient Ag. Travis, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Terry. I'm great. How are you?
Hey, everything is shaping up here pretty good. Planting progress, crop progress, everything very strong. What are you seeing? What are you hearing from producers right now?
Well, it's, as you mentioned, it's been a heavy push on planting. So most of what I've been tasked with this week is checking on our existing crops, our wheat and our alfalfa. And it's really interesting because even though we've had adequate rains this spring, we haven't had the morning dews we normally have. And so that topmost layer of the soil was really dry. And what I've been finding is a lot of weevil, a lot of aphids moving up into crops like wheat, into crops like alfalfa, into crops like oats or rye. And so we'll want to be mindful of that even though we're getting rain now, they've moved up into those penthouse apartments, and they don't really want to move back down once they're in the good area in the crop. So that's worth checking to find out if we need an insecticide in our next plant health pass. And, for us, we'll be looking at something basic, a pyrethroid, but maybe with a little more kick to it, like a Tombstone Helios, where I can go out and get that quick knockdown of a pyrethroid and also have that UV protectant in it to help it give me a little longer window of control.
Good advice. Never gave that a thought. Travis, you take care. We'll talk to you again.
Thank you, Terry.
You bet. Travis Christian with Nutrient Ag.
How do you make the most of your mow? Depends on who you ask. For Rodney, he does it with a versatile John Deere X350 lawn tractor because, as he puts it,
this lawn brings me such joy when I see it. It's a great place to do Tai Chi.
With features like one-touch mulch control and a comfortable operator station, Rodney steers his way to a job well done. Then he can work on his
mind, body, and well-being. This is my Zen time.
Plus, with his 42-inch Excel Deep mower deck that adjusts to a variety of heights, it's easy for Rodney to
see stripes. I am definitely a lines guy. I've been working on this for 18 years.
Rodney makes the most of his mow because his lawn is
a happy place.
There are millions of ways to make the most of your mow. How will you make the most of yours? Nothing runs like a deer.
Contact one of Tri-County Equipment's 11 locations in Bad Axe, Birch Run, Burton, Caro, Fenton, Lapeer, Marlette, Reese, Rochester Hills, Saginaw, or Sandusky, or visit Tri-County Equipment online at tricountyequipment.com.
Mr. Farmer, does the cost of fertilizer have your head spinning? Maybe it's time to look for alternatives. Now's the time to see what Dairy Dew can do for you. Dairy Dew? Dairy Dew offers compost blends made with chicken manure, gypsum, and several other natural ingredients that will bring health back into your fields. As a matter of fact, Dairy Dew features a mix of compost blends, granulated fertilizers, and liquids that will help to restore nutrients and good biology to your soils. No matter if you're a conventional farmer or organic farmer, Dairy Dew is for you. Dairy Dew liquids like Kelpful and MCI Corn Starter will benefit your plants. The soil health experts at Morgan Composting have been helping farmers with their soil health for over 25 years. Put that expert know-how to work for you. Don't let today's fertilizer costs get you down. Now you know the best option. Learn more by visiting dairydew.com. Get your orders placed now for spring. Put Dairy Dew to work for you.
Healthy plants come from healthy soil. Healthy soil comes from Dairy Dew.
Farm Service brought to you today by Frankenmuth Credit Union. They can help you. To find out how they can, go to frankenmuthcu.org. Now we conclude our program with a playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Colville.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Steve Kathan. Here comes COVID. The Biden administration says there's been a threefold increase in COVID-19 cases the past month, and they've risen 26% in the past week. Hospitalizations are up too. White House coordinator Dr. Ashish